One of the many exciting features we have with Better Homes and Gardens Real Estate is access to the Print Marketing Center. And I know many of you are anxious to get your contacts over from Outlook into the Print Marketing Center so that you can send out postcards and especially the announcement cards that are available to you. So in this session, I'm going to show you how to export from Outlook and import those contacts into the Print Marketing Center. You will need to have the desktop version of Outlook installed on your computer. You will not be able to export your contacts from the webmail. So once you open your Outlook on your computer and click on Contacts, you will see the contacts that you will want to export. I am demoing this from 2007 Outlook. The steps may be a little different in 2010. 2007, I'm going to hit File, Import and Export, and I will get to a feature called Export to a File. If you are using 2010, you will look down on your menu and hit Options and then Open, and you will see Import, and under Import you will see Export to a File, and that will get you to where I am now. We're going to select Export to a File and click Next. Look on the list and you will select Comma Separated Values Windows and hit Next. Choose the contact folder you're going to use. I have more than one. For many of you it will just say Contacts. I created one for our test, so mine's going to be Contact Test. Once you've selected the folder, you'll hit Next. Where do you want to save the file? You can browse. I've made me a contact folder. I'm going to name this one Contacts. You can call it for announcement cards. I'm just going to call this Contacts because this is going to be all my contacts from Outlook, and name it and hit OK. Then you will hit Next. The box should be checked that says Export Contacts from the folder and hit Finish. We've now created the CSV file that will go into the Print Marketing Center, but we need to clean it up before you import it. So go to the folder where you put the file, and I'm going to go to mine that I just named Contacts Outlook. All that is needed to bring into the Print Marketing Center is the name and the address. We don't need any other stuff, or it may not take. In fact, I'm not even going to include the middle name. So I'm going to clean up my file. I'm going to right click and get rid of that column. I've got first name, I've got last name, I've got the owner address, I've got the owner city and state. I don't need the route. I do need the zip code, and you may have other stuff over here. Just make sure you've gotten rid of all the extra thing. I think there's a note section and all kinds of stuff. Email addresses, just keep deleting and until you quit seeing things, and that will be what you need. Now, the other thing that Outlook might do that the Marketing Center doesn't really like is to put extra names in these header fields. For some of you it may say home address, so I'm really going to clean this up and just say this is my street. If it says home street, delete the word home. Okay, there's nothing in this column. I don't need it. These came in from the tax records, by the way. I don't need owner city. I just want it to say city. I don't need owner state. I just want it to say state. And I just need this one to say zip. I want to save the file. Before I save it, I'm going to do one final check. As you can see, I may have to do a little bit of cleanup in here because these don't have an address. So what good is that going to do to take me into the Print Marketing Center if they're not going to be able to mail it? So you may want to do a little cleanup. Some of your records may have email addresses only on them. So come in here, scroll down here. Here's one that doesn't have an address. If there's names you don't want in here, you can take them out. And here are some extra ones in here that I can come in and delete. So before you save it, give it a double check and make sure that it is the list that you want. When I start saving this, it may take me in a loop, and that's okay. We're just going to live with it. So I'm going to hit save. It's not blah, blah, blah. You just do want to continue. Yes. In order to do an import, it's better to go ahead and close the file. Do I want to save it? Yes. And here begins the loop. I'm going to save it as that. Do I want to replace it? Yes. And here's our loop. And now I have saved my file. I like using Outlook as my master because then I can import and export to other programs and other features. I can use it for mail merging. I can use it for labels from Outlook if I wanted to. And right now we're just going to use Outlook as our master to export into the Print Marketing Center. So now I'm ready to bring those into the Print Marketing Center. So now we're ready to bring those into the Print Marketing Center. I'm going to open up my Greenhouse. I'm already logged in. I just scroll down. Doesn't matter which one I pick. Print Marketing Center will take me to the page I need to. And here is Go to Print Marketing Center. On the left menu, you will see List Building Tools. We are going to build our list. If you haven't added yourself as a user, you may need to do that. I am going to be Marcia Mitchell. So now I'm going to hit Upload List. I'm going to hit Browse, and there's my folder with my list in it, and hit Upload. You're going to get to check it out and see what it looks like. If the name and the addresses all look good, you can either view another address and make sure they're coming over correctly. If they look scrambled and the address isn't in the right place and the names are mixed up, you might need to go back and clean up that Excel sheet. These look pretty good. There are drop downs if you need to try and match something. Notice there's a live support line for daytime hours, and you can even request assistance along the way. I love it. Hit Next. There's my 20 out of 111 addresses. They look pretty good. I'm not going to make any changes, but I could replace the name with Friendly Neighbor or another option. Now, what am I going to name this list? This could be my Northampton list. I could call this my announcement card list, but if it's something I might use over and over again, like I might send more and more things to Northampton, or if it's your friends or your sphere, whatever purposes you might want to use it for, you can name it and then hit Approved. Now it's going to run a check for all those addresses, and it's going to let me know which ones are good and which ones are bad. I have 109 good ones and 2 bad ones, so I am going to view and edit my list because I want to see which ones are bad and why. So here's Tracy Atkins, and I didn't put in the street correct, so it failed. And in this case, it was a fake street to begin with. It is actually certifying against these real addresses, so I guess I better do a good one. And hit Update. and it will check it again. And it passed. I have another failed one. And I can see right now it doesn't look like anything's wrong, but I know that this is supposed to be a 10 and not an 11. Hopefully you have something to check it against. And I hit update because you may have made a typo or something, and it will find it. Now it says they've all passed. I can see the ones that have changed. And now I hit back because they're all okay. And you can see that I have a list name called Northampton, 111 names. I can see where it is created. So now my list is in there ready to go. If I click home, I can get back to the marketing pieces, and here, for example, are the Gary Greene announcement cards. And I'm going to select this one. Here's my postcard. I'm going to go next. Now this is where I'm going to name it my announcement cards. Select user. It's going to be me. That's my correct contact information. You will want to make sure that you have a photo in here, and make sure under headshot that you selected it. You can proof your order, save, and keep on going. The announcement cards up to 300 will be free if you've uploaded your own list. If you use one of their radius searches or one of their searches, you will not get a zero balance at the end. So I hope you've learned how to export your contacts from Outlook, and now you can import them in the Print Marketing Center and send announcements cards just listed, just sold to wherever you want. Get the word out, make some money. Thank you. See you next time.